Dispatch hooked me in the first 2 minutes, not because of the gameplay, but because of the art. Dispatch is an interactive story game with the majority of its gameplay consisting mostly of making character-based decisions that affect story points and character progression later on in the game. The story follows Robert Robertson, a powerless superhero who is put out of commission early in episode 1 and is hired as a dispatch operator by another superhero. He is in charge of the C-Team, a team full of past villains now playing heroes. In this video, I will not go in depth about the story, instead what makes it so visually appealing to me and how the visual storytelling shapes our understanding of this world and impacts our choices. Concept art tells us a lot about what the creators cared about most. In this case, silhouette, personality, and atmosphere over realism. The character design in Dispatch was by far one of my favorite things. Each character is designed to tell a story without any words being said. You can guess their strengths, weaknesses, and personalities by simply looking at their design, shapes, and colors. For example, Punch-Up is made stocky to show his strength, Flamby looks like every character with fire powers ever, Blonde Blazer looks like... and Waterboy looks nervous, sweaty, and weak. Here are my favorite designs. She is small, lean, and visually reads as quick, agile, and not bulky. Her design shows fragility, her frame being small and sharp features and hair. Because she's a former villain and fairly detached, her color choices like the dark purples and design language don't purposefully scream hero. That helps her feel like someone who's not entirely redeemed yet, or someone who's wary or mysterious. Purple is often used in character design to communicate mystery, magic, or power. It is not as active as yellow or red, but it has weight. Her invisibility powers align with her personality. Being able to vanish could metaphorically tie into her being distant, independent, maybe emotionally hidden. In gameplay, her lone wolf stat bonus fits her design. Small, fast, stealthy heroes make sense to operate independently. Her design also supports her narrative. Someone who's maybe not fully on board with heroic team stuff, who's used to being on her own. Visually, she provides contrast to more in-your-face characters, helping diversify the team's looks and feel. Sonar. Sonar has two different designs that align with his different statistics. In the first one, he's more intellectual and better to talk to, but when he shapeshifts, his stats flip and his design also reflects the new strengths. His ability to shapeshift ties directly to his stat swapping. That's a really well integrated design. His power and his personality and how he looks all reinforce each other. Sonar in bat form has a very different silhouette from his other form. The large wings, claws, and the bat head make him immediately read as monster or beast when transformed. This dual silhouette is powerful. It visually signals that he is something more. In one of his forms, the more business-like colors, we see blue vest and dark pants, which suggests professionalism. In his monster form, red glowing eyes and dark tones amplify the dangerous or monstrous side. He's not too bulky but flexible, which is good for both intellectual and combat roles. Visually, he brings variety to the C-Team. A non-human form adds contrast to more classic superhero designs, emphasizing that this isn't just a team of sleek heroes. Some are weird, some are dangerous, and they're all past villains. Because of her assassin flight background, she has lean, agile silhouette. Not bulky but sharp. Her wings and her ability to glide are shown in the design where we use this slicing through the air shape rather than blocky or square shapes. She's very sharp, very pointy. Her design leans into dark muted colors like blacks, grays, and these are common in character design to signal shadow, stealth, or mystery. Her as a former assassin implies precision, tension, minimal waste in movement. Her design reflects that in poses, her stance, her arms. Also, flying and gliding gives her a graceful, almost ballet-like posture. Animation and movement. The animation is also extremely well done and is one of the parts that I love the most. Dispatch doesn't animate everything, and that's what makes it work. Instead of smooth, frame-heavy animation, it uses subtle movements, eyes shifting, head turning, hands fidgeting. These tiny motions draw attention to emotion rather than spectacle. In a game that's almost entirely choices and dialogue, every movement adds like a punctuation. A character leaning forward feels confrontational, a character looking away feels insecure. Movement becomes a form of dialogue and of letting us know what the characters are feeling. The game uses repeated gestures to define characters. Like Punch-Up always moves with weight, Waterboy moves quick and nervous, Invisigal's motions are soft and hesitant, Sonar's are sharp and precise. How each character acts and moves is consistent and it becomes part of their design. Visual storytelling. In this patch, art communicates emotion based on whatever choices we made without needing big cinematics. The game uses color shifts to tell you how intense a scene is. Warmer colors mean chaos or conflict, cooler colors can be calmer moments. Dramatic shadows and silhouettes tell you when something is off. And this patch often frames characters like comic book panels, tight shots during personal moments, and then wider shots during action moments. The camera angle controls what you feel, it also shapes how we feel about the characters. For example, at the beginning, we see Blonde Blazer from a down angle, signifying she is strong and almost like an angel with a lot of verticality. The opposite is also true. This makes a character seem weaker, since we just lost a fight and she's the one helping us. The expression-driven storytelling is one of the reasons why I really enjoyed the art in this patch. The emotions change depending on what you choose. You're literally shaping the acting of the characters. You can see it in the character. The way that they draw the expressions shows us everything about the character without them saying a word. Sometimes the most powerful moments have no dialogue. The game trusts the visuals to communicate dread, hope, awkwardness, or fear. A funny way of implementing storytelling is when we find out Blonde Blazer has a boyfriend. If you chose to kiss her earlier in the game, this is what happens.
Are you ready to go? Who is this? I thought I'd cataloged all of your work companions.
But if you did not kiss her, this is what happens.
Are you ready to go?
It may seem like a very small thing, but I thought that it was cool that even small things were impacted by the choices that you made sometimes. Playing this patch made me want to draw characters so much, and I learned that the strongest art choices are the ones that make you feel something. And in my opinion, this patch does that really well with the simplest tools.